So welcome back once again to section 5. So today we'll be looking at the management of payables. So let's dive inside. So by the end of this section, you should be able to explain the accounts payable management, and two, should be able to outline the strategies for managing accounts payables. So these are two major objectives for this current section. Right, so we are saying that effective management of trade account payables involves seeking satisfactory credit terms from suppliers. Alright, getting credit extended during period of cash shortage, and also maintaining good relationship with suppliers. That is what is termed as effective management of account payables. Right, so let's make some. So the management of trade account payables involves attempting to obtain satisfactory credit from suppliers. 2. Attempting to extend credit during the period of shortage without damaging a good business relationship with the supplier, and also maintaining good relationship with regular suppliers. Alright, so all this make up the effective management of trade payables. Alright, good. So trade credit. What is trade credit? We've done it in our previous section. So it's a source of short-term finance because it helps to keep working capital down. So it is usually a cheap source of finance since suppliers rarely charge interest. So trade credit is like you borrowing goods from your supplier, right? They barely charge interest on such, right? So the cost of making maximum use of trade credit include the loss of suppliers' goodwill. So these are some of the costs of making maximum use. Every day you want to borrow high. Sometimes you have to make full payments or cash purchases. So that is the cost of making maximum. So the word is maximum. It's not like you cannot use, but if you use too much of it, the cost that will incur be one, loss of suppliers' goodwill, and also loss of available cash discount for the early payment of debt. Alright, so these are some of the costs that will be. Alright, so in case of calculating for the cost of early payment discount, so if you are to pay early, the cost of early payment discount, this is how to calculate the cost of early payment discount. So let's see the cost of early payment discount. D is the early payment percentage, and also the normal terms days minus the discount terms days is what is termed as the T. See, the formula is similar to our previous formula, right? It's the same thing, minus 1. Right, I hope you understand. So this is how to find the cost of early payment discount. This one is from the angle of the supplier, or angle of the customer. All right, the customer, if you are to make early payments, so what if you could have used the money to invest in something that could have earned you money? So we are trying to compare you using the money or accepting the discount that is being given to you, or refusing to accept. What is the cost that you're going to incur? It's similar to the other one, using the service of the factor and also using your staff to collect the debt. So that kind of decision criteria is almost the same here. So let's dive in inside. Good. So we have some example here. You can try our hands on this example. So Abin Waha Company has been offered credit terms of 20 from its major supplier, that is Nyagidie Company, to 10 of net 45, that is a discount of 2%, will be given if payment is made within 10 days. Did you see the condition? 2% will be given if payment is made within 10 days of the invoice. and also payment must be made within 45 days of the invoice. Alright, so the normal term is the 45 days, but if you are able to pay within 10 days, you are getting 2% discount. That is what the question is trying to say. So the company has the choice of paying 0.98 per 1 cedi on the 10-day. That is, if you pay 10-day will be necessary, or to invest the 0.98 for additional 35 days and eventually pay the supplier 1 cedi. So if you are to wait for the 45 days, you are paying 1 cedi per 1 cedi. But if you are to take advantage of the 10 days limit that is given, it means you are going to pay just 0.98. So the question is, will you choose the 10 days and pay 0.98, or you wait for the 45 days and eventually pay the 1 cedi? Meanwhile, no, so what they are trying to do is that, so the 35 days you can invest the money and get something that is far exceeds the 1 cedi or the 0.02 discount they are giving you. So that is the decision that we are going to. So let's read something from here. So the decision as to whether the discount should be accepted depends on the opportunity cost of investing the money. All right, so what should Abin-Wahar do? So that is what they are trying to. So what do you think Abin-Wahar should do? All right, so let's good. So let's see what we have here. So suppose that Abin-Wahar can invest the cash to obtain an annual return of 25%. Good. So suppose Abin-Wahar can invest to obtain annual return of 25%, and that there is an invoice from the supplier for 1,000 Ghana cedis. So the invoice from the supplier is 1,000 Ghana cedis. So we are comparing the two alternatives, whether to accept the discounts, that is paying within 10 days, or also refusing. What is the net cost to Abin-Wahar? So if you are to refuse, so this is to refuse and also to accept. So if you are to refuse the discount, it means you are going to pay the supplier 1,000 cedis, and if you are to accept, you are going to pay 980, because cost per 1 cedi was 0.98. all right, so gain on investing the 980, okay, gain on investing the 980 between 10 and 45 days. All right, so you could have just invested the amount. Okay, gain on you investing the 980 between the 10 and 45 days is going to be, so we have the 980 amount of 980, and also 35 over 365, because it's 35 days. The discount was 10 days and the actual number of days is 45. So the difference is the period that you could have invested the amount, the 980, if you were to invest the 980, all right, at the rate of 25%, which was given here. So we are going to get 23.50. Okay, so if you are to invest the amount, yeah, so I hope you understand what you are trying to look at. So if you refuse, you are paying 1,000. If you accept, you are paying 980. Right, so the gain on investing the 980, though you have accepted, so but you could have invested the 980 within the 30 days to get this amount. Right, so we are just it means that because you refuse to accept the discount, we are making a gain of 23.50, which is going to reduce the amount that you pay at the end of the 45 days. I hope you understand. But if you accept, it means you are not going to gain anything. You are just paying the 980.0. Okay, so the net cost of credit here is 976.50, and here we are having 980. So look at something. The net cost of credit here is 976, even though we invested the excess within the days to get 23.50. It's not enough to be lesser than what the supply gave us, because at the end here, okay, right, so this one is rather higher. This is 980, this is 976. All right, so it means that it's rather better to refuse the offer and rather invest the 980 within the 30 days extra, all right, to get 23.5 gain, which will reduce the 1,000 cedis amount that you pay here. Okay, so we are getting 976 here if you refuse, and also 980 here if you accept. Right, so it means that it will be better for Abinuwaha to refuse, since he's paying lesser here if he refuses here than accepting. I hope you understand. Good. So yeah, you can make your argument from this point. You can't just you have to do the calculation first and see the opportunity cost involved in refusing and also accepting. All right. Good. So okay, there is a decision rule here. So it is cheaper to refuse the discount. Good. Because the investment rate of return on cash retained in this case exceeds the savings from the discount. So Abinuwaha should refuse the discount. I hope you understand. Good. So that is it. This is a summary section. So we are saying that the management of accounts payables require the same level of attention as that of inventory, and also accounts receivable, since they all present benefits and risks. So proper management will ensure that the trade-off offers benefit the institutions. So that is it for this current section. You can try your hands on these questions as well. Alright, so our final section, we'll be looking at the management of cash and cash equivalents. Alright, so we're talking about the cash budget and also the various factors that goes into the preparation of the cash budget. So you can read ahead of time, and I'll see you in the final section. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.